Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. So today my friend Shubham Agrawal is with us. He is doing his PhD from UK, St. Andrews University. So in this video, he will guide you all how one can get enrolled in the UK university for the PhD program. So Shubham, why don't you give us your quick introduction?
Hello everyone. My name is Shubham Agrawal and I'm currently doing PhD in UK. I'm from basically a town in the Madhya Pradesh, and I did my bachelor's from the Sri Venkateswara College, University of Delhi. And then I appeared for the entrance exam IIT JAM and then I got the IIT Kanpur for my master's in chemistry. Then parallelly in my applied for the PhD position in UK and I got the PhD in University of St. Andrews and it's now almost 1 year I'm here in UK.
Yeah. So, Shubham, I have some questions for you that will help the students for their PhD program. So, what is the eligibility criteria to get into a PhD program in UK university?
Yeah. Well, so the eligibility criteria is quite same as if you apply PhD in India or anywhere abroad, US, Europe, or any other country. So you need your BSc degree transcripts, MSc degree and transcripts. And if you don't have the English background, for example, you have not been taught in English in your master's or in bachelor's, you need uh, an English proficiency test. Apart from that, you need CV, your curriculum vitae, your SOP, statement of purpose, your motivation letter or the cover letter. So in some cases, these two things are the same only. You just need cover letter or just only SOP, or it's in different place you may need both as well. And yeah, you need some research background also if you're applying for the PhD in science background. So usually, if you're doing your masters in IITs or central universities, then you usually have one master's project which count a lot in the application process. Apart from that, if you have done some internships or projects outside of your master's program, then that adds up a lot in your application process. Yeah.
So, research project is also necessary, right? Like
Yes,
experience.
yes, yes. So it's very, very important because uh, the supervisor or the group that is recruiting you for the PhD position, they want experienced person in the work that they are doing, right? So even if you don't have very good grades, but if you have a very good research experience, then that adds a lot in their work, and they definitely will prefer you over other person who have a very good grades but don't have a very good research experience. So that counts a lot. Yeah.
So, is this English proficiency test mandatory in all the universities, or it depends on particular university?
Mm, so it depends, I would say. So for example, in my university or universities in Scotland, they usually don't ask for an English proficiency test if you have been taught in your bachelor's and master's in English, and your institute can give you a certificate that your education was conducted in English. So you just need to give that certificate to them, and they will be happy for it. Yeah.
Okay, so if we have that certificate, then there is no need to give the English proficiency test, right? For some
Yeah.
universities. Hmm. Okay, so how can one shortlist the
At least in
university?
Scotland.
Okay, Scott. Okay, so how can one shortlist the universities and choose a professor?
Well, that's a good question. So there are different ways how we can approach this. So the most popular and the best way I would say is look at the top universities in the QS ranking. So QS ranking usually releases the top universities list. Look for it and first, so before that you have to figure out which country you want to apply. So if you want to apply to UK, then you have to see which universities are there in the top ranking in the QS ranking, right? Then you, for example, University of Oxford, it will definitely rank one of the top, or Cambridge, right? So you at least shortlist 10 or 15 universities among top 100, and then go to the chemistry department page of every university. Start with, for example, my University of St. Andrews. So go to the chemistry department. There you will see division in the departments: physical, organic, inorganic. So if you, for example, I'm doing my PhD in organic chemistry. So if you are also planning to do it in organic chemistry, so just go to the organic chemistry department phase, and then you will see the faculties who are working in the organic chemistry. So thereafter, you just go to the individual website of the professors. There you can find the research that they are doing. They usually give the short summary of the work that they are doing. Apart from that, you can also look for the look about the guide, the professor, what is his profile, his or her profile. So yeah, this is time consuming, but I would say this is the most efficient way, because if you are looking at the individual website of the professors or the group, then you will be knowing a lot of things about the group. You will get to know about the research that they are doing, the background of the professor, the group, how big, or what is the group size, and how many what is the ratio of the people from different parts of the India, different parts of the world, right? So this is the most efficient way. The the other possible method could be, you just look for the Twitter, for example, the guy there are, because these professors are quite active in the Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you start following one professor, so then you can get a link to a lot of professors working on that field. So this is something what
That's
I
a
did.
good way.
That's a good, yeah, that's a good way. Very, not, it's not, it's time saving. You
Hmm.
can get a lot of faculties name, and they're very good faculties working on the field in very short time. And also, one very good way to find out the position is from the Twitter, because if the position is being advertised, then what people just retweet, so you can easily find the advertised position i- in the Twitter. So this is something most people usually recommend. So I would also recommend to look for this as well. Apart from that, there's also you can go using Google Scholar. So, for example, go to the Google Scholar. Write, for example, you want to work on the organic chemistry. Write organic chemistry in the search bar. Then you have the option to sort the papers. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, go to the Google Scholar, write organic chemistry or whatever field you want to work, and then you can get the faculty names or the name of the people who are working in the field. And there is an option to sort the people in terms of citation. So if you apply the sorting for citations, then you will get the name of the people in terms of citations. So the guy having a high citation will come up the top. So in this way, you can find the uh, people who are best in the field. So,
Yeah, who are
for
doing great
example,
work in
a
that
guy
field.
having doing great in the field. So, for example, a guy who has a highest citation, that means he's working great. So, in this way, you can find the best people in your field. So,
Also, the quality
this
of the journal. If they are publishing in a good journals, then
yeah,
this is also an indication that they are doing good work.
good work, right? So this could be also a potential way to find out the. So see, these are the things that I'm telling you are the, if you have a very good amount of time to invest to search the potential supervisors. So definitely, if you, for example, if you have a time of 1 year, so usually people take 1 year buffer time to apply for the PhD position. So for example, you are applying for the next fall 2024, so you have to start from the July or August 2023. So in this way, you have enough time and you can do very good searching, and yeah, that's
So,
all.
yeah, so what's the appropriate time to apply in this university? And can you just tell about the deadline?
Well, so particularly UK, there's no as such deadline. So I started applying 1 year before. Uh, so I started in 1 year before. I already had my CV, SOP, and everything completed. And 1 year before, I just started mailing to the professors, contacting the professors. So I guess 1 year before is a very good time, but also it's not the hard and soft rule. You can also uh, apply if you got the position. I mean, if you see there is a position advertised, then whenever you got the position advertised and immediately apply, it won't take much time to get the clearance from the professors. And it just matter of the applying visa and getting all the documents done, and then you will be probably able to enter the country. So maximum all this process can take 4 to 5 months. So even if you're applying 4 to 5 months before you want to come to UK, then it's fine.
Yeah, so after applying, is there any interview?
Yes. So in UK, uh, I got two interview. So one was with my supervisor. So first, let me explain what I did and how the process in my case worked.
Yeah.
So I mailed to my professor. So he looked at my CV and background, everything. Then he arranged a short interview. So in that, he asked me to present something and asked questions. And when he was happy, so he arranged an group, meeting, so that everyone in the group could interact me and they can assess me that I will be a good fit in their group. And after that, there will be a three-body meeting, the three-body interview where two other supervisors will be there. So then they will again ask you to present something and uh, ask questions, and that's the final stage. And then you will be, if they feel happy, then you will be selected.
Okay. So you had two interviews at that time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Also, please tell about the scholarship programs in the UK.
Yeah. So
Yeah, is that fully
there,
funded or about the
yes,
stipend?
yes,
Hmm.
yes. So there are scholarships available from the university level. So you can definitely go for it. For example, in Scotland, I am funded from the university. There's this university scholarship that covers my tuition fees and my living expense. And there are some other very good scholarships. For example, there is one ECCAT, EASICAT. So that is the most popular one. So most of the people get that scholarship. So there are scholarships, and it depends upon where you want to apply. So uh, I'm not very sure about the other parts of the UK, but in the Scotland there are good number of scholarships available, and you can definitely apply for it. And the amount of the scholarship currently it's £1,500 per month. So it's tax free. So in the PhD you are counted as a student. So for the student you don't need to pay any tax. And uh, yeah, £1,500 per month. Yes.
Yeah, it's good amount, I think.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about the expenses, so so if I split all the expense that we do here, so uh, so if you are living in a not very prime area, I mean very expensive area in a normal area, so it will cost around 400 to 450 pounds for the flat if you are sharing with someone. Yeah, usually people share here, so uh, for example, you consider 450 for your flat and 100 pounds um, for your food, and you are commuting to the university via bus, so university provides a concession to the students. So usually it costs 20-25 pounds for the bus per month, and other utilities and other expenditures, I would say maximum you can consider 700 to 750 or maximum 800 if you are going out and eating outside and some visiting some place, doing some other activities. Consider 800 for per month, max to max. So in that scenario also you'll be saving around 700 pounds per month. So that's a very handsome amount, I guess.
Yeah, one can spend a good life at that place, I think, with this amount.
Yes, 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 yes,
Also, the
yes.
place is very beautiful.
Scotland is very beautiful.
Yeah. And when you got selected in the university, so how much it was expenses for visa and for other things?
Yeah, so quite expensive. So the visa fees itself cost 37,000 INR, and they also charge the insurance, health insurance fee before your visa, before your visa application. So that cost a lot. They charge us around 2.15 lakhs for 4 years of your study, the health insurance. But yeah, again, they charge this money before your visa application, so that is a pain because at that time you don't have that much of money. Usually I talk about the middle class people, so
Yeah.
that's a pain. But mm, I don't know what to do, but uh, mm, yeah, but you won't be charged any further for the health insurance after you coming here. So I guess at the in the other in other countries, for example, US or Germany or the other European countries, so they charge the health insurance by your salary, so each month. So that's not that much pain, but it's just like the different system. Yeah,
Yeah, but once you reach there and start your work, then everything will go well.
very smooth. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And can you please also tell us about the job opportunities after the PhD in UK?
Of course. So see, if you are doing science, uh, PhD in science, then there are two major options. Uh, Either you go for the industry or go to the academia. So in the UK, there are a lot of universities. So the option of the academia is always open, and you definitely can get the position, faculty position here. And the another part is the industry. So UK has a lot of industries, whatever the uh, pharmaceutical or the you know uh, whatever field you are working, if you're working in the batteries, if you're working in the materials, so all sort of industries are there in UK, and you have a very good chance to get a job in the industries. So yeah, the job opportunities are a lot. Yes, I
Uh,
think if I'd like to add, so for example, if you want to settle in the UK, that could be a common question. What are the what are the options available? I mean, how will they get the permanent visa or citizenship of the UK? This could be a question. So
yeah.
what happens in the UK is if you are if you are a student and then you got a job here in UK and you have worked for 4 to 5 years, uh, I would say, yeah, I guess it's 5 years. You already worked for 5 years, then you can apply for ILR, that is indefinite leave of residence. So if you get that, then you don't need any visa or anything. You can come here anytime. It's just like citizenship only. It's not the citizenship, but it's just like you don't need any visa to come here and to live here. And for the people who are coming here for work, so if they have a working visa, so you just have to live 5 years only. I mean, after 5 years, you will get the ILR. So for the students, it's just different because they don't consider your when you are a student. For example, I'm the PhD student here, so they don't consider my 4 years here. Uh, they will consider only the working time that I will spend here. So if after PhD I'll get the job, then I'll work for 5 years, then only I'll get the ILR. But for the people who's coming for work here only, so even after 5 years you'll get the ILR. And after 10 years, you can apply for the UK passport. That means UK citizenship. So yeah, and one more thing. So UK has this one very good thing. So if you're doing PhD and you've completed your PhD, so usually you used to have a 4 or 4.5 years of the visa. After that, it expires and you have to leave. But UK has a one system, like it's called post-study working visa. Post-study working visa. So it means that you have to pay a small amount of it. I'm not sure how much, but you have to pay some amount for this to get, and it valid for the 3 years. So after your study, you can live here for 3 years, searching for the jobs or doing anything. So it's for the students who have done their study here. So this 3 year is for the PhDs, and if you are doing masters, then you can get this post-study working visa for 2 years. So in that meantime, you can search the jobs or anything, and if you get the job, then your visa can be converted into the working visa. Yes.
Okay. So I think this information will help the students a lot. So thank you, Shubham, to join me in this video. And I hope everyone doubts will be clear. And if someone has questions, then you can just write in the comment box.
Yes, guys. If you got any help from this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and comment.